How to dump a nail client. Oh my God, I said it. Why would you want to do that, and how do you do it? We're going to talk about right now on the Biz Talk.
How to dump a boss.
How would you dump a boss? I guess you just quit, right? You just quit?
You just quit.
Is that what you say?
You just quit. You go.
But you have the best
Here's
boss.
my 2 weeks notice, and I'm taking 2 weeks vacation.
Here's my 2 weeks notice, but I'll never be back. Like that? Is that how you do
Did I
it?
mention that my 2 weeks notice was 2 weeks ago?
Did I mention my 2 weeks notice translated into my language is forever? You could say that.
I don't know. I'm not going to say that. Never mind.
Oh, wait, say it.
I've told Habib before, if he ever passes away, I'm going to go up to Greg and just be like, I don't know if Habib told you, but I gave my notice 2 weeks ago.
Jesus.
Don't put that in, Vic.
Yeah, you can put it in. No. It's kind of funny. Okay. So I think this is a really good topic because I think there's a lot of nail techs out there right now that have clients where they're just like, oh my God, bruh, I got to go in.
I could just see it right now.
Bruh. B-R-E-H, bruh. And like you are dying because you have to go in and you got to deal with this client. And they're difficult and they're like, you're it's on your mind. How do I fire this client? So I want to know, first of all, Tracey, like, what is that client, first of all? You know, maybe some people right now are like, do I have any of these clients that I need to fire? What does that client look like that you'd want to fire? And then we'll talk about how to actually fire them.
That client to me is when you see that client, I see Habib's name on my book, my schedule. I look at my phone and Habib's coming in at 3 and it is 8 o'clock in the morning and he has just ruined my whole day.
Oh my God. Jesus. I have that much impact on you?
I've had clients.
Are you serious?
Yeah, that it's just like,
but
and you dread it all day. It's like 3 o'clock's coming, 3 o'clock's coming. When you would pay, literally, when I would go, man, I would just pay Habib $100 just not to show up right now. It's time to get rid of them.
That literally, you had clients like that.
Yeah.
Okay. I think that is such a great, that is easy to relate to what you said because some people might be thinking, well, I don't know if I have clients like that. Well, if you're at 8 o'clock and you look at your appointment book and you're literally like, oh, Jesus, that's so good.
If it puts a weight, you feel it like immediately.
It's time to get rid of the client. Okay. What are some things, like what is it about the client that gives that feeling? Like what are they doing? Like let's say they show up on time and they pay, you know, and they're like in that respect, let's say they're good clients, quote unquote. But what is it about them?
They're usually going to be those clients that show up and pay and tip. And they do that because they don't want you to fire them because they kind of know that they're difficult. And, you know, it's well, I want you to do it this way, and I don't want that, and I do want this, and I don't know about that. My last nail tech, that's not how I want you to do it. And just wears on your soul. Jesus. And just, you know, I don't know if you know, the last time you did, you know, and it's like, why do you come to me? Why you don't seem happy at all? All you do is complain about my nails and how you're not happy. Why do you come to me? Yeah. That's those people.
Have you ever had that conversation with somebody?
I had that conversation and I made her cry. And she was a family friend, by the way.
And wait, but what? Why? How did you make her cry? Were you like?
We had known her for a long time, even before I started doing nails. In fact, when she wanted to come to me, I was like, I do not want to do her. I know, but I was newer in my. It was before I owned my own salon, so
she had a reputation.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because we knew her. Let me give you for instance, and I think I might have talked to her about before. My husband did some drywall for them, her and her husband. They did rentals and stuff like that. And she had a wall, and it's a tiny bathroom in this rental that they had. And one wall needed drywall.
Okay.
And, you know, so he skimmed it with mud, texture it, and he's like, you know what? I'm going to just texture the whole, so it all matches.
Okay.
It's a very tiny bathroom. She called him up screaming at him because now she had to paint the whole bathroom. not just the one wall.
Oh,
That's the type of person she
God.
was. So she was known to be difficult.
Okay.
So, but I was before I had a backbone, and I was within my first 3 years because I was still in the first salon.
Yeah.
And so I took her because I couldn't say no, and she just wore on me. Every time she wasn't happy, she just complained. And finally, I just looked at her and said, "Person, this was your last appointment. I won't be doing you anymore." And she was just like, "What?" And I'm like, well, I was shocked at that point. I'm like, "You're not happy with why do you think I'm not happy?"
Right.
I said, "Because all you do is complain."
Right.
And I feel horrible, and you make me feel horrible. And she started crying.
You told her that?
Yeah. I said, "I see your name on my books, and I dread it." And yeah, she started crying.
And
Apologized.
okay.
She apologized. I kept her for a little while after that.
And those next few appointments, I'm sure she was like the most well-behaved.
Yeah, but that wasn't her core person.
Yeah.
So she reverted back eventually. But yeah, it just, even though we knew her as outside, I just couldn't do it.
Yeah.
And yeah, I've had those conversations of another person who used to be a nail tech.
It's the worst.
Yeah. And she told me the whole time how to do nails. And I'm like, listen.
Why don't you do your own nails?
Yeah. I would say, there's a lot of roads that lead to Rome. Let me do my thing. I'm going to always ask you at the end, are you happy? And you're coming back to me. Obviously, you're happy.
Right.
So one time I just stopped her. I said, listen,
Becky.
this is how I do nails. And if you're not happy, I totally get it. You don't have to come back to me. This doesn't seem like a good fit anyway. So at the end of the service, I'm going to ask you if there's anything you see, and you can tell me if there's any problems. But past this, I don't think this is going to work out. And the whole service, she was just
like holding it in.
Oh, she was so mad.
Gonna pop.
So mad. And at the end, I said, are you anything you see? Any problems? And she's like, I'm sorry. I guess I should have just let you do your thing. And yes, I like my nails, and I would like to continue to come to you. No problem.
And then did you keep her? Or
I did keep her.
Okay.
I did keep her.
So she was okay after
But
that.
that's what I've always said is like, it's a simple conversation, right? It's awkward. But the awkward is keeping them and being uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Time
dude.
after time. Okay, so we're going to have an awkward conversation for 5 minutes, Habib. Or I'm needing to see you every 2 weeks and just be miserable. Let's just have the conversation.
Yeah.
2 things are going to happen. Either you are not going to come back and I am going to be happy, or you're going to apologize, correct the behavior, and I'm going to be happy.
Yeah.
So either way.
Only good.
Only good thing.
Only good's going to come.
Good thing.
So interesting. And I think that brings us, I'd like to get into a little bit more detail on what that conversation looks like.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And so having said that, Tracy, I'm the bad client.
Uh-huh.
I think this would be fun.
Not a far stretch. Okay.
I'm the bad client. And this is going to be the last, or where you tell me, this is how you fire me, and I'm curious if you give me notice, or if you like what that looks like, and
Yeah.
if you refer me to somebody, or so let's,
No.
let's, okay. So I come in, I say, hey, Trace, I'm excited to get my nails done today. Oh my God. I can't wait to see what you do.
Awesome, Habib. Have a seat. Let's get started.
Let's get started, sister.
Okay, calm down.
Because we are sisters, Trace.
Oh, yes.
Yous and me's.
Sister from another mister.
So get started.
Okay. What of course, I'm gonna start your nails. And I'm
Okay.
like, hey, what are you thinking today? As I'm getting your nails filled and ready. And
Yeah, I don't.
What are you thinking?
I'm gonna see how it goes, and I will let you know.
Oh, sweet.
Like how I always do, and I don't know what I'm feeling today, but let's see. But just wait for my instruction as we do your nails.
That's no problem, Habib. You can. But as you know, by the time a certain point, I will need to know what you need.
Sure.
Because I do have other clients. But
Yeah.
hey, how's life? How's the crack-a-lackin'?
Has crack-a-lack good. Kids are good. I'm
So far, you're not that bad of a client, by the way.
Okay. Well, I'm assuming I'm already a bad client. Like
Okay.
I'm coming in to get that last service, and you're like, how do you tell me that I'm fired? That's what I'm waiting for to be fired.
Well,
Do you do that at the beginning or end?
If this is how it goes, honestly, if I was already going to fire you, I would have fired you already.
So that's what I want to do. I want to be the bad client. I want you to fire me already.
Okay.
So let's do it again.
Okay.
We're gonna start again. And
okay. This is like Habib's last chance.
Let's say that like you've decided I'm getting fired. Like in your head, it's like when Habib
I would have
comes
already
in,
called you and fired you then.
Oh, I see.
I would have called you. It would have already been done.
Okay,
You wouldn't be coming back for it.
So call me. Call me. Ring.
And I like to do this. It sucks, but I do like to do this.
Face to face?
Not face to face.
But on the phone?
Not via text.
Okay, yeah.
Either face to face or
on the phone.
On the phone.
Yeah,
I think it's just a form of respect. Unless they're really horrible, then just send a text and block them.
Yeah. Absolutely. Okay, so ring. Okay. Even though it doesn't make a sound. Nah, it does now. Ring.
You got the cord that you're dragging to the closet.
Oh, look at my phone. If you guys are watching this, look at the phone. Okay. Hello?
Hey, Habib. How's it going?
Tracy, what's going on? I was just looking at my nails and thinking, damn, they look good.
Oh.
How can I help you?
Well, I'm glad you like them this time. That's a positive thing. Hey, I just wanted to give you a heads up. I've been thinking about it, and it really seems like that typically you're just not very happy with my nails. And I just want to let you know that I went ahead and removed you from my schedule. I think you will be better and happier if you find another nail tech.
Wait, Trace. Seriously, but like, I am happy. Why would you think that I'm not happy with the nails? I keep coming back every single week. I'm on time. I pay. Like, why would you think that? That doesn't make sense to me.
You know, Habib, I don't know if you noticed this, but when you come in, you constantly complain about your nails and your service. And it really affects my mood. It affects, honestly, I see that you're coming in and it really brings me down, and I just don't want that in my life, and I don't want that for you either, because you really don't seem happy, and I think there are other nail techs out there that can make you happy. So I don't think there's a further conversation that needs to be happening. I think it's best for both of us, really.
So can you at least like recommend another tech for me? Like I feel like I need my nails done.
I've been asked this.
I know, that's why I'm asking, because that's probably what I would ask. Like nobody would ever fire me. But
Habib, I don't know any nail techs that would be a good fit for you, honestly. But there are a lot of nail techs out there. And I wish you luck, and I do appreciate you coming to me in the past. But thank you so much.
And so that's it. You just hung up on me.
I said thank you and bye.
Yeah. I think that's like keeping it simple, right? And getting to the point like you did, and not like you got to hit it. And then what I like that you did, Tracy, is like you actually put closure. You're like, this is not it's like, it's done. You made it clear to me it's done.
There's no question.
There's no question. Yeah, there's no question.
And I did tell one client, she could not show up on time, and she kept on trying to get on my books, and she was calling the girls trying to get them, and they're like, we're not touching that. She's like, well, you at least need to, can you just tell me who I can go, can I go to one of the girls in the salon? I'm like, I wouldn't do that to any of them. I told her that.
Wow.
Because she just kept on pushing
Gnarly.
and pushing. Well, my friends go to you. I'm like, your friends show up on time.
Yeah. She never showed up on time?
No. And she was the one person who was retired. She had all the time in the world.
Makes
sense. She was literally, you'll appreciate that she was golfing.
Yeah.
And she would come in and she's like, but it doesn't take you that long. I'm like, yes, I know that. That's why I booked someone behind you.
Yeah.
And yeah. And she said that, and she just kept on pushing. And finally, I'm like, listen, I wouldn't do that to anybody that I know.
Exactly. You're done. You're done.
Next.
You're done.
Next.
You're done.
This is the X Factor. You just got X.
Yeah, you just got X. Exactly. You're the weakest link. Was that show?
Weakest link.
You're the weakest link. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
That's I again, just to reiterate, I like when you're going to basically close a relationship, right? You have to put that closure in.
You got to rip the Band-Aid off.
You got to rip the Band-Aid off. And I had one bad experience. I'll say this. And this was from like a relationship that I had like years ago, like in my early 20s, right? Where I broke up with somebody, right? And I know it's like kind of not the same thing, but I learned a big lesson where I was listening and being convinced, well, let's give it another shot. And the conversation went on for 6 hours.
Yep.
And finally I was like, I can't do it. And then I just got up and was like, and it just turned off. It was the worst thing I've ever done. And I was like, dude, you got to get to the point. You have to make it so that you have to communicate very clearly, but respectfully that it's over. And you got to just move on, and there's no other way.
Right. I agree. Like I said, it's either have that 5-minute awkward conversation. It's not fun.
Yeah,
I don't enjoy it. I'm not one of those people. I don't enjoy it. And you know why I don't enjoy it? Because I do at that time realize that they're going to feel horrible. And,
of course.
And maybe they'll get mad, and they might not even admit that they were mean or whatever, but it is going to make them feel a certain way, and I don't like doing that to people, but
of course.
I'd rather that than a lifetime of misery.
Hell.
And the thing is, and I have done it after an appointment too, like the one at the beginning, and I gave her a chance. So your conversation, I had already made my decision. Like it was done.
It's done.
Like you got out the door without me doing it, but I thought about it after you left and I was done.
Yeah.
So sometimes there is the conversation after the appointment of like, I don't think this is going to work. And that could be the opportunity. If you're on the fence of them going, I'm sorry, like, I am sorry. Can we give it another shot? Well, we could try it again.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. If you hear in their voice that they're like genuinely
sorry.
Yeah.
I have had people change, but it was a quick correction. I wasn't going to let it go on and on and on.
Totally. So interesting. Well, I hope that helps if you're struggling, with letting a client go. I hope that this helped. The whole point was to, give some examples and if you're identifying that client, you need to take care of it. I think that's the best way. And let us know in the comments below your experience and how you've done it. We'd love to hear, and that could help somebody else also. Any ideas for future episodes, comments below, please. Tracey, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you guys for joining us, and we will see you next time on the Biz Talk.